What's going on, everybody? So today I thought I'd answer a couple questions about this space, right? The studio. I noticed that I've been getting a lot of questions on this where people are sort of wondering about what this space is and how it was created and so on and so forth. So I'm going to show you how that all came to be. Now, it's funny because I actually made a video showing this renovation, but it was one of the first videos I ever made on YouTube, and I unfortunately buried it in a video called something like, what was it? It was behind the scenes. That's what I called it. And nobody would ever know that there was a renovation of a 8x10 shed into an awesome man cave by that title. And so a lot of people never saw it, right? So the video's buried in that video, right? The renovation's buried in that video, and that video was sort of buried within my channel. So I decided, you know what, I'm going to bring it up to the forefront, and I'm going to add sort of some extra renovation video and just some clips and stuff to it, and add some music to it too, so you guys can just kind of sit back and enjoy the transformation. But this is my man cave, my space, my office, my studio, whatever you want to call it. And it's a place that really reflects sort of me and the things that I'm interested in. Things like fishing and hunting and wilderness, outdoors, history, all that stuff. So, it might not be everybody's taste, but it's my taste, it's my thing, it's stuff I'm into, and I hope you guys enjoy it. This used to be my shed. Now it's a man cave. So how long did this take? I think it took maybe 2 months of working on the weekends and then working some nights. And just working on it by myself. Got it all done. That's pretty much it. Nothing too nothing too fancy on the timeline. All right, how much did it cost? So the biggest cost by far in the renovation would have been the wood paneling, if you want to call it that, right? The wood shiplap. And yeah, so I think total, when you add in the shiplap, you add in the subfloor and all the insulation, the windows, all that stuff, I think the total, not counting the decorations, the total was about $1,200. I've had people ask me, where do you go to the bathroom here? Where do you cook? Okay, I don't live here in this 8x10 building. Just to be clear, my house is right there. Okay, my house is like maybe, I don't know, 100 feet, maybe a little bit less from here, and that's where I live, and that's where all that other stuff takes place. But no, this is just kind of a place to be. I don't sleep out here, though you could sleep out here. When my dad comes and visits, instead of staying in the house, he prefers sleeping in the cabin. So be it. All right, guys, the final question that I usually get on this is, how do you know how to do this stuff? So, okay, in short, I learned how to do this stuff from my dad. He learned how to do it from his dad, so on and so forth. But it's also sort of a almost cultural thing of where I come from. So in Iowa, my parents are from southern Iowa, and in the area in which they're from, sort of culturally, men just know how to do it. You're expected to know how to do it, and your fathers, your grandfathers, your uncles, they teach you how. And it's just a skill set that you develop. And it's funny because, like, in today's world, we tend to specialize, okay? And what I mean by that is, you become like a computer programmer, and that's what you do, and that's all you do, right? But it used to not be like that. You used to have a bunch of skill sets, and you had to kind of take care of a lot of your own problems. And I guess in my family, there's a bunch of skill sets that continue to get passed down, despite whatever it is that you actually do for a living. So, for instance, like, I'm a history professor, but I can do this stuff pretty well. But my dad is a Methodist minister, and he's brilliant at all this stuff. And his dad was a carpenter who, I guess, actually did this stuff for a living. So, it's just interesting to kind of see these skills passed down. And, they're passed down because they're valuable, right? You don't pass things down that are inherently invaluable. You pass them down because, there's something beneficial to passing them down. If you can fix things, if you can build things, you become more valuable in your ability to help your friends, to help your family, to help your community, right? And so, whatever it is that you do during your day job, if you have other skills that are beneficial to those around you as well, I just think it makes you more valuable. And, I can't say enough about having the self-sufficiency to not just fix things in your house, but to build things, and to not have to rely upon somebody else coming out and paying them to do something that you could do if you just develop those skills. So a lot of people in my family are very proficient at it. My cousins, my uncle in particular is quite incredible at it. My brother's really good at this stuff. So it's funny, all those people, they do different things though. None of them are in construction at this point. They did it for maybe a little bit, but they all went on to, different careers. But that's one of the skill sets that's, we're expected to have. Anyway, so that's how I learned it. So I learned it through family and just kind of the area in which I grew up. It was just an expectation. And, you can learn it too. You just need some mentors. You can go on YouTube today and you can learn so much of this stuff. It's fantastic. It's right there at your fingertips. You just kind of got to step out and learn a little bit at a time, and you really will get better. All right. Anyway, we're out of time. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Please make sure if you did, you like, subscribe. This is the point where I usually say this channel's not monetized, but that's not true anymore, thank goodness. This channel is monetized, so there you have it. That's it. All right, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. We'll talk soon. Take two.